And that's what drives cops mad, because cops understand that everybody's got an asshole. All you got to do is look for it, and it can drive them nuts. It can, you know. It's part of seeing the dark side of things. That's why you were standing there scowling when they were taking my hair, because you just spent the night with a dead body. Okay, and I saw the crime scene guy. He had Dalton Forest mud on his knees and on the toes of his boots, and that meant he had been down on his knees in the mud in front of a dead body. That used to be a young girl, and I imagine so did you. You spent the night with a dead body, and I think I'd be scowling too.
I wasn't really scowling.
Yeah, you were. You
a lot of people
you got a reputation for that.
A lot of people accuse me of that, and when I'm actually not, I guess my face just naturally frowns or whatever. But
hey, you're authorized to, because you know Michael Moore, the guy, that filmmaker, that you know, he has referred to Americans as grinning idiots, and no truer words were ever spoken. You know, especially since 1996, they all had the teeth whitening. You know, prior to 1996, if you would go to a dentist, the dentist would be wearing a lab coat, that white right there, right? If you went to a dentist and said, Doc, I want you to make my teeth as white as your lab coat there, the doc would say, well, I'll do it, but don't tell anyone it was me that did it, because it looks so unnatural. You know what I mean? Now, everybody's that way. They're grinning fucking idiots. I call it a dental display, is what I call it. It's like chimpanzees and other apes, they do a genital display. You ever see a chimpanzee in a zoo look like that? That's a genital display. Well, they do a dental display. That's why I love my teeth. These are both artistic, philosophical statements, and they're practical too. If someone's fucking with me, I'll go, you're pretty. Like that. It scares the shit out of any damn hillbilly. They know I'm for fucking real. I ain't no yuppie. See, I ain't posing, bitch. These are I got my fighting teeth in, bitch. Okay. Can I help you? How are you going to help me? Do I look like I need some help? You're too ugly to help me. Yeah, the fucking
so basically on our timeline, you basically are telling me that you committed no crimes between 97 or 95.
95
and the present.
And
whenever.
None. I didn't get a ticket. The reason I didn't get a ticket is because I didn't break the law.
So you kept a legitimate job in Tabor's business.
And I did 5 years probation from 95 to 2000.
Right.
Okay. And the only things I did unlawful was smoke marijuana from morning to night, all I could get. I never dealt it.
Right.
Just smoked it. And I didn't file my income tax.
A lot of people said you were an avid marijuana user, and I used to work narcotics. And
morning to night.
And I looked in your van, and there's no evidence of that in your van.
I had run out 2 days before.
Well, let me ask you this: you had the Mazda pickup truck at that until what time?
Mazda pickup truck until 2000.
Until 2000, at which time you got the 86 or 80?
96.
96. What?
Astro.
And
then I got this current Astro 2001 in 2005.
2005. Okay. And you didn't have any vehicles in between that time? The reason I'm asking this is, everybody's came out of the woodwork, and I saw him at such and such time. He was driving a Chevrolet truck, or he was driving this. You never drove a Chevrolet truck?
No.
Never did?
Never.
Okay. Never drove any other colored van than that white van?
Never.
Okay.
The Mazda was black.
The Mazda was black.
It was a B2200 with a gray camper on it.
Camper shell on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened to it?
It was abandoned in the parking lot of Motel 6 on Oak Brook Parkway in Gwinnett.
Why did you abandon
it? It couldn't pass the emissions, and I hadn't had a valid tag on it for a year. I drove it all over with an invalid tag on it. It was expired, and what I did is I had a trailer hookup, the electrical hookup, and I had it artistically made so it looked like the plug-in was just hanging down over the decal of the year, but it was actually affixed to it by wire. But it looked like, I even had it artistically, so it just looked like it was dangling, but it wasn't. It was affixed by wire.
Actually affixed to it.
By wire, yeah. They covered it, and I drove that for a year with expired tags, and and if I see a police officer behind me, if I could pull into somewhere without, police officers got ESP as to when someone's avoiding them. If they see you pull into someone, they know that you're avoiding them. But so I was cognizant of that. Cops aren't dumb. They don't have to be brain surgeons, but they're not dumb either. They're professional.
Well, let me ask you this. I know that you're an avid gun lover also.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty proficient with a firearm.
Yeah.
All right.
You saw my records. No, the FBI's got my Army file. Do you have my Army file?
No.
If you got my Army file, you would see that I have orders cut, certifying me as an expert on the rifle, the auto rifle, the pistol, the machine gun, and the bayonet.
What's your weapon of choice? Do you have one? And I'm purely psychological standpoint. Do you have one?
According to the mission.
According to the mission.
What do you mean? Listen, if you're, a good weapon to have is the North American Arms Mini Revolver, 5-shot, 22 Magnum, stainless steel. Stainless steel's the only way to go, man.
Especially out in the woods there, right?
Yeah, if you don't have stainless steel, you got to haul the thing, and then you carry it in your pocket, you get all that. It's crazy. Stainless steel is the only thing to have.
Right.
And that thing you can just hide, but yet it's extremely lethal. It puts out generally about 300 foot-pounds of energy. It's right in the 38 special range. It's as powerful as a 38 special.
Mm-hmm.
And in other words, enough to do the job. All of your small guns generally, anything under that is not powerful enough, and that includes your 32 auto, your 25 auto. 25 auto, as opposed to 300 foot-pounds for a 22 mag, well, 25 auto develops all of 62 foot-pounds. You can take it, and I've done it, you can take a 25 auto, put it right up against the laminated glass, bam, shoot right into it, and it'll catch the bullet. It won't even go through it.
Yeah, 25s aren't.
But of course, the 25 probably kills more people
because
than any other,
readily.
because African Americans get them for nothing.
Right.
And if it hits you in the heart, I know a girl whose father carried a 25 auto. As he was getting out of the car, it fell and hit the curb and discharged and hit him in the heart and killed him. So, but nevertheless, it's not enough to do the job.
Right.
The 38 special is the minimum power you have in a handgun. But of course, the problem with that is that for actual gunfighting, its rate of fire is not what you need, because to reload the thing, you got to take the cylinder out, get the bullet. It doesn't have an ejector on it. You got to, and knock them out with the cylinder rod. And then, reload. Now, I practice doing that, and I can do it in the dark, okay? Yeah, almost. You always have to practice reloading in the dark. But it's no good for gunfighting, no. If you're gunfighting, of course, your Glock 17 would, be it. I qualified it.
9?
Yeah,
17.
A qualified expert on the pistol, which was the 45 auto.
No, 1911.
Yeah, in
I figured you'd
1911.
be a 45 man myself, but.
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, it's just again the firepower of the Glock, the 17 rounds, and the 45 is 7 rounds. You see, but no, the police officers are coming to the conclusion that 9mm aren't powerful enough. So you see them go to the 40 caliber.
Yeah.
And 45. That 9s aren't enough.
So you don't like 9s, or?
The magazine capacity is fabulous. Fabulous.
What about a 40? Never messed with it.
I don't even know the ballistics of the 40 actually.
Glock scares me sometimes. I'm not really a Glock man. I was always a.
I've never used one, but just based on its reputation and the magazine capacity of 17 rounds, let me tell you, man, if you're good with that and you have the thing, if you know where the gun is shooting, let me put it that way, kick ass on that. I don't use my firing position with a pistol if I'm gunfighting, and like there's the guy and we're going to gunfight, is go down like that. And I've done this with a 45, bam, 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 with no hearing protection either.
Right.
And see, not only do you have a stable base, but you have a very small target.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, I'm better kneeling than I am prone.
Right.
With a 45.
Really?
Yeah. Now in the Army at that time, in the 60s, we did not use any of it. Standing offhand position was a one-handed grip. It's a duelist position in that you're turning your body sideways and you're presenting less of a target, and also you have your a little more protecting you. You got your lung protecting your heart. In other words, yeah, we would do it this way, right? And I never saw the two-handed stance used until the late 70s on the cop shows and everything. I think it's kind of stupid, really, in a way. I actually do. Although for coming around corners, it maybe you can get on point just a little bit quicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't like plastic guns.
I just always prefer something with a safe.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
What else we need?
Your thing with Tabor just kind of like you were talking about.
It snuck
in over time.
It snuck in over time. The Tabor, half of his sales are delayed sales or go back. Tabor can't close. We're talking even at his giveaway cheap price.
I take it that was his responsibility as far as you acquired sales.
Yeah, took the lead. He went and sold them. Even at Tabor's giveaway prices, a siding job is over $10,000. Okay, even at a giveaway price, still a lot of money. And even if it's a giveaway price, if it's $10,000, what are you going to say if a guy comes and presents you with a $10,000? You're going to say, I'll think about it, of course. It's rare that the customer is so committed that, oh, okay, give it to me, right? He's going to say, okay, even if he's got bids from other companies that are considerably higher, he'll say, I'll think about it because he wants to figure out what's wrong with it.
Right.
In other words, you can't give it away unless you sell it. You can't. You can't. And what do I mean by sell it? Inducing urgency. So,
sure.
Yeah, this is what my sales are, the way I approach siding. I lie to the customer, but I never lie about things that materially affect the terms and conditions of the job. What I lie about is only one thing. And that is to get them to get them to buy from me now. And how do I lie? There's a million lies. Oh, you know something, John? For the 5th year in a row from the James Hardie Corporation, he won the Golden Hammer Award. Yeah, and every quarter he's in the winner's circle also. Yeah, this is by post-installation surveys that the James Hardie Corporation will send you. They'll send you one after we do your job, and it's based on customer satisfaction. And it's a way to think of how many jobs you do versus your percentile of customer satisfaction. And John, again, got the Golden Hammer Award. Yeah, he's going for a cruise this July on a 20-passenger luxury yacht in the Aegean Sea over there, courtesy of, last year they sent him to Hawaii. Well, at any rate, when you win the Golden Hammer Award, you get an allocation of 10,000 square feet of siding to help you with your business, and at the same time increase the market share and the market penetration in any given subdivision of James Hardie products. And guess what? Your subdivision qualifies. So right now we have that allocation, and we're going to be able to offer you, I guarantee you, I promise you this, the best price you'll ever see, which is true. That part is true. So you see, that's all lies. That's all bullshit. But it doesn't materially affect the terms and conditions of the job or anything else. It's simply to get them to buy from me now, you see. Mm-hmm. It could be as simple as something like business is real slow, which half the time is not untrue. Business is real slow. Every time we get a job in this particular subdivision, which is true, we've done 22 jobs in this subdivision. Every time we get a job in this subdivision, we got a real good chance of getting another job from one of your neighbors right off that sign we're going to put in your yard. If you'll let us keep it there for 30 days, please, after we finish the job. We got a real good chance of getting another job in the subdivision because our work is all over. If people want to understand what kind of work we do, there's plenty of examples of it right outside their door. We may have a job across the street from you. You know, Tabor's done 10,000 jobs. And so for that reason, work is slow. Well, rather than send the crews home, I'd rather them be busy putting siding on your house and just earning their paycheck and taking care of the materials. So yeah, I'm going to give you a siding job. You're going to give it to me? Oh, that's right. I'm going to give it. I've got to pay my crews. And I should tell you, they're the highest paid in the industry. And you will be the beneficiary of their craftsmanship. And of course, I got to cover my materials. I don't go steal it. But otherwise, I'm going to give you the job. And the reason I am is we've done 22 homes in this subdivision. This will be the 23rd one. When we're doing your home and your neighbors see your brand new house, then see how good it looks, and everyone driving by and seeing the crews there and the work going in and our signs in front, there's a good chance we'll get a job right off of that job. You said, well, it's true. Well, yeah, that's true, but you know, so it's a blend. But the only reason I'm lying to them is not to cheat them or to screw them, is to overcome human procrastination. That's all. So it's just to induce urgency.